Uh, Hi. I don't know if it's recording or not. Yeah, I think it is. I'm taking glasses off because I don't know if you can see my eyes. Sorry. So this is week 2, and I know I'm a day late. Because I said every Sunday, but I couldn't this Sunday, so I'm making one now on Monday, and I'm doing it in front of a window. So I don't know if you'll be able to see my skin better or how it looks better or not. I'm not sure. So try that out. So from the Kate Somerville's Blemish Banisher kit, I actually have to say for a week, I think it's done really, really good. I mean, yes, I have this thing still. Um, it There's so much that went on with this for this week. The day that I made the video the last time, I said it got better, and it did. It dried up a lot, and then the next day it grew 3 times, back to a little bit bigger than what it was originally, which you guys didn't see. So I was freaking out. It was too big. It was huge, and so yeah, I'm surprised that now it's even this small. So that's a lot smaller than what it was. It was horrible. It was bad. I don't want to rehash that ever again, and I don't want anything that big ever again in this area. Oh, it was so bad. And then I had somewhere to be Friday, and it was not. It I didn't like it at all. Anyway, um, other than this, the rest of my skin is actually not as red. It's not as blotchy. Besides the redness from the acne itself, my skin has actually calmed down. I don't know if I might be wrong about this, but the 2 dermatologists that I did have, and even a doctor I had, just a regular doctor, had said that I had rosacea, and I, and again I could be wrong about all of this, so I mean, let me know if I am wrong. I didn't think I actually had rosacea. I think I just had it because, or the look of it, because of the acne and because everything was so inflamed all the time. I don't think it was actually the skin condition rosacea that I actually had it. I don't know if that makes sense. I think it was just the acne that made my skin really red all the time because I have so much of it all over my face. The cleanser from the kit is amazing. If that was all in the kit for $55, that's all I would use and buy in that kit for $55. It is so good. It makes my skin feel so smooth, so soft. It makes the texture of my skin feel really nice. It makes the overall complexion of my skin really nice. It depletes a lot of that redness that I usually have. I usually have just all of this. Well, not my forehead, but usually all of this plus a little bit on my chin here is super, super, super red. And now it's only like the acne parts that are red. And then you can see my actual skin color beneath, I mean, around all of that. Another thing that I really like is that I had a few breakouts here that were before I started the kit or whatever, and they started healing. I mean, yes, I did get a little bit more acne around my jawline. Um, I don't know why. I think that's more about hormones and stuff. But other than other than the few here, they're already now drying out. They're already now healing. Most of this is not anything new. A lot of this I've had for at least 2 days or longer, and it's been healing. Especially this giant. Um, that's another big thing. I've never had my face starting to heal, and I can see that, and I can feel that it's healing. It's not active. It's not hurting. It's not protruding. It's not growing, because I can feel sometimes some people, I don't know if you can feel when another pimple is growing in your skin or whatever. I don't feel that with a few that came down here, yes, but overall, no. I just, this cleanser is amazing, and I am so thankful I've gotten it for a week. For a week. I can see a difference. I don't know if the video from last week to this week shows any difference, but for me, is a whole lot of improvement just in a week. I didn't think I'd see any improvement, that I would just have to go on with it for another 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe see something, maybe a little something, maybe a little bit of my skin is clearing up just a little bit. Again, my skin hasn't completely like cleared, obviously. I can just feel the change in my skin, the texture and the complexion and everything. It just feels so good. It just feels so nice, and I don't think I've ever said that on any cleanser I've ever used in my entire life. But also remember, I do use a Clairsonic. And also with the Clairsonic, with that subject in mind, Sephora just brought out a new brush for acne, like an acne cleanser for the Clairsonic, which I am planning to buy soon. Because right now I use the deep pore cleansing one. So I'm gonna have to change it out also because I've had that one for about 3 months now. But I switched it out with the normal brush or the sensitive brush too. So yeah. What else? I'm also probably gonna buy the larger version of the cleanser too, because I just love it so much. And not that I use a lot of it, but I feel like there's not enough in the little tube, which is like that big. Which I mean isn't too small, but it isn't too big either. So probably gonna buy that, and it's not as expensive as I thought it was gonna be. It's $32 for I think 4 ounces, which I know for some people that's a lot, but buy it. Like, don't even buy the kit. Personally, just buy the cleanser. And even the reviews on the cleanser are really good too. So that makes me really pleased also that I'm not the only one who really likes the product. What else? Oh, I'm trying to think. Other than that, for my skin, so far so good. Oh, also the sulfur, the eradicate treatment or whatever acne treatment. The sulfur, I like it. It stinks, but I like it. It does dry out my acne, but it's not like a miracle worker. Like I use it and then boom, it's gone. No, it doesn't do that at all. But because I know like this one right here is really dried up now. But I think I used it like 2 or 3 times, and then I've just kind of stopped putting it on that spot because they wouldn't bother it anymore. Here it didn't do anything, but these kind of came out and like were being stubborn also. I did it up here. I mean, for some stuff like these up here that I had really awkward or weird place, I put the sulfur on them and it worked. But in some of the other places, it kind of didn't. Here it worked because I ended up getting a lot of acne, like 3 other pimples right next to this one, and yeah, that wasn't good. And that was all on Friday also. And I had to be somewhere that day, so that it just was not fun. So there's 3 here that were really stubborn. They went away though with the sulfur. I'm trying to think. Other than that, I haven't really had a problem with it. Just with the second time that I put it on the already shrunken one from the first week on the first video, put it on again the next day. That's when it grew again. So it was like trying to fight the medicine. So that was a little weird. So that's why I'm afraid to even put any more on these because I don't want to bother with it anymore. Also, I don't want to make it inflamed any more than it used to be, or any more than it is. The exfoliation scrub that it came with, I don't know about that one. I've used it once because you're supposed to use it once or twice a week. I've used it only once, and it was like two days ago. I don't know if I like it. The smell is weird. I mean, some people might like the smell, but for me, I don't care for it. And it didn't feel like it was exfoliating. But the thing is, I use a Clairsonic, and I only put a little bit on my Clairsonic, and it didn't feel like anything. I mean, it was a cooling sensation. It did make my face feel clean. It did. But I'm gonna need a little bit more time with that. Some people really like that product also with the cleanser. Like they like both of those products a lot. But I mean, yes, I only used it one time, but I feel like I didn't really need to use it at all. So I don't know about that one. The moisturizer, I like. The moisturizer's good too. Um, the moisturizer's been fine. It's not been overly oily. It hasn't been. It's fine. I like the moisturizer. What else I've been using? Well, I did get a sample from Sephora for the HD foundation, Make It Forever HD foundation in Marble. I think that's the color. It's 117, and it's a perfect shade or whatever. I might have talked about it in the other video. I don't know. And that I've never had a concealer. I mean, foundation. Sorry, foundation looks so much like skin. Like, I was shocked because when I have to put makeup on to cover this, it's kind of hard to look like skin. Not that I have like an inch of makeup, no, but it is really hard to even make it look like there's like a skin texture underneath sometimes. Um, so I was really surprised with that foundation. It was so good, and it didn't make me overly oily either. It was just a nice foundation. I really, really liked it, and I really, really would like to have a bottle of it, but it's too expensive. Oops, sorry. It's too expensive for my taste at the moment, or my budget at the moment. So that's the only thing. What else? Oh, I was also going to talk about my weight in this video, or like how much I'm planning to lose in the coming of weeks or months or whatever. So I'm not gonna tell you how much I weigh. Maybe at the end of all this, if I weigh my goal weight, I'll let you know what it is now. But I've actually lost already 5 pounds, so yay me, I guess. Um, and I'm not gonna count today because today made it like 6, but I'm not gonna count today because I haven't really eaten either, so I'm not gonna count right now. But so for right now, I've only lost 5 pounds, but I need to lose about, I think it's 70 pounds to be where I need to be. That's not like a wishful thinking weight. That's well, I know someone who weighs the weight goal that I'm thinking of in my head. Um, and for me, I'd have to lose 70 pounds to be that weight. And she's about my height, and if you look at her, you wouldn't think that she's that weight. Like, you would think she's a lot thinner than the weight that number is. And my body's actually very similar to that. So I think that would be a healthy weight for me. So I have to lose 70 pounds from where I am now. The biggest problem with my weight, or why it is, or why it's an issue for me to lose so much, is because I would only actually have to lose for the goal that I have. I would only actually have to lose 30 pounds, or 40 pounds, one of the two, if this was last year. But a lot of personal stuff had happened to my family that was, I guess, stressful. Well, it would be overly stressful for most people, but I didn't really grieve or show my stress in more common ways that most do. I don't know how to explain this because I don't want to go into it, any details. But basically, I guess I kind of ended up turning to food, not intentionally, but I have long hours at school. I mean, I'd get home at 10 o'clock at night, and I wouldn't eat all day except like at 12 or 11 for lunch, and then again, I wouldn't eat till 10 o'clock at night when I got out for school. So that plus what was going on in my life kind of made it really difficult last year, which was my senior year in high school. And I went out to eat a lot with my friends right after practice. Sorry, right after practice we would just go right out to eat because we were so hungry, and we would eat a lot of fast food, or we would eat a lot of like Chili's or Denny's or whatever. So it was really difficult to keep up my weight with that also. Um, and that was another issue. So other than that, that's why I have to lose an extra 30 or 40 pounds. I can't remember what number is the actual number added onto the original weight I used to be. So yeah, so first I'm going to get down to the weight I was last year, and then 30 pounds after that. So yeah, 40. It was an extra 40 pounds. Yeah, now that I remember. So